Alright, hello everyone. Hope you guys are well. No one in chat right now, but let me go over what we are going to do today. So I've changed a couple of settings in my simulator. First of all, let me review that real quick. I went back to DX12 because I was seeing some scenery popping and stuff when I did a couple of offline flights, and I thought that it may be due to being on DX12 because nothing else has changed. So yeah, I went back to DX12. The performance is still pretty good. I don't see any changes in performance, but hopefully we'll see less of that scenery popping and stuff. We have a really heavy rig, so we shouldn't be having those kind of issues. Anyways, today we are doing a short flight from SF4 to Burbank. Now SF4 is default, but as you can see, it's pretty well made. There's no real need of an add-on here. Very well done. Look at that. Performance wise also, it is doing really well today. As you can see, smooth and buttery. Let's see. We are going to fly to Burbank, for which we do have the add-on, which is Orbx Burbank V2. I'm excited to see whether, because I flew the exact same flight in the morning just to practice some landings, and I want to see how this thing performs, as in I flew it on DX12 in the morning. I want to see if it gets any better with DX11, the scenery popping stuff that I talked about. Anyways, I do have the SimBrief flight plan loaded in, so let's go ahead and import it in here. There we go. It is all loaded. We are flying real time today. We have about 26 minutes. We are about 26 minutes away from our departure. Well, 27. All right. Mass and balance. Let's go to that. We're carrying 9.9 block fuel, and we have about 100 passengers. So not at all heavy today. Very light. In fact, the lightest I've flown. So lightest I've flown on this airplane. Haven't done, like you guys know, not a lot of flights on airplane. This is, I guess, fifth one, and we're getting better at landings. Battery 1 is on, battery 2 is on, then external power is available, so we shift to that, and then we will start boarding. I'm not going to do a instant boarding today. It's fast time, so that takes about 6 minutes. Okay, while that gets done, let's load in our OFP here as well, and then actually before that, let's do our overhead panel real quick. Fuel supply can turn on, that at least the IRSs can get going, and then we'll get back to the OFP and see what's going on. So strobe lights can come on, nav lights can come on right now. No smoking signs to auto. The emergency lights, and then all the fuel pump can come on now as well. Alright, no white lights. We don't need to go through the last panel. We're not doing any fire tests today. We're not assuming that it's not the first flight of the day. So that is done. IRSs should be on the way. Let's import our flight plan. Now today is going to be a little bit special because we are doing the RNAV approach. Until the last flight, we have always been doing the ILS approach, but this is going to be the RNAV 08 approach into Burbank. From what I know, it does not have PAPI lights at all, so we'll have to just visually go, and the weather is quite clean. If you see it outside here, throughout it's going to be very clean weather, so there's no problems with that. Before we go into the OFP, let's set the weather here. So few clouds at 200, don't see them. 17 degrees outside temperature, and 3014. 3014 is our QNH. 3014, there we go. I'll zoom in here, 3014 as well. Alright, have our QNH set. Now let's go to the OFP and review stuff. Cost index 5, nice. Going to be very aggressive. 350 is our cruising altitude, 9.9 block fuel. Like I said, we are going to depart from 01 left, SSTIK5 departure to KTINA, and then rocker 2 arrival, which is the usual RNAV arrival into 08 at Burbank. Now Orbx Burbank is really well made, so I plan to land there and then show you guys the airport a little bit. It's very well made. So let's start working on our FMC here. AOC menu, initialize our flight. Pego is in chat. Hey man, I did see your Discord message, but I am not at all free this week. I will try to get back to you. Let's see. Data is good. I don't think we'll have anything until Pego says hi. I come in every live stream now. Thanks man, thanks a lot. I hope you enjoy these flights. Nothing special really, but I still hope you enjoy these flights. We'll start having more of off-topic conversations here. Cost index was 5350 on the cruising altitude. Let's see winds. Download winds here. Okay, go welcome to the stream, man. If we can go to flight plan, SF4 departure, we are going to go out of 01 left and we are following the SSTIK5 departure into Katina. Insert. There we go. I think that looks good. And into Burbank, we have the arrival runway 0. We are not. Let's not do. What is it? RNAV Y 08. This is what we are going to do. RNAV Y 08, and the star is going to be Rocker 3. There we go. What is the waypoint before that, by the way? Waypoint is red hot. Okay. There you go. If radnav can be empty, let's go to the second init page. I think the boarding is complete. Yeah, there you go. About time. Boarding is complete. There you go. Like I said, I will help you. I'm just occupied this whole weekend. So sometime next week, I will get back to you on Discord. Let's go back to mass and balance. 118.2 is our zero fuel weight. Very light again. Like I said, the lightest I traveled on this one. 118.2. 118.30. Go 9.9 tool. And that should be it. Things should start populating as we start filling in or as the IRS starts aligning. Okay, init is done. We can go to performance. planning to get everything ready. Meanwhile, IRS can work on itself. 01 left, force toga, yes, we will be doing that. Packs will be on. Think load sheet so that all of those numbers come in. There we go. 16. Okay, let's see. 113, 135, 135, 113, 135, 135. Flaps will be 1 down, 0.3. We are not flexing the takeoff today, like always. 1010, 1010, okay. That's our engine out, acceleration. Getting faster at this. Okay, get back to the flight plan. Still 1 minute left on the IRS. Meanwhile, let's go review our yards, right? Okay, so it's going to be Burbank, Arrival, and Rocker 2. There we go. On this one, yeah, we are not coming in from this route. We are coming in from this route, which is red hot and then purple, then U2, Trav, Zepi. Let's see what our last waypoint is. Rocker is definitely there. Don't exactly remember. Vesky, Mikey. Okay, Mikey, I saw that here. So this will be our last waypoint, and then from Mikey we'll be turning into Vesky. Okay. So this is where we'll disable the autopilot. Yes, Fago, like I said, I'll help you. Don't spam the chat. .2700 on the altitude. That'll be the final altitude that we descend to, and then we'll follow a -3 degree slope onto the runway. That'll be flown manually. Okay. So all that is set. Back. Okay, IRS is aligned as well. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the beacon lights, start the APU. Almost ready to get out of here. Almost. Almost thought my sim crashed. Look at that background, it looks so good. Trees there. That should have been my thumbnail. Should have lens flare coming in. I missed it. Oh, there you go. There you go. Looks good. The runway 1 left is right here. Not a long taxi. We'll get out of here soon. Review the sim settings real quick. Callouts are all enabled like we want. I don't want the 5. I'm going to slowly start removing these callouts. Barrow is linked. That is good. You can actually save this. Save default. So. Do I need anything else now? All the doors are closed. APU is available. APU is available, so I can turn on the APU bleed. It's been on for a little bit. Once these lights come off, Actually, I can turn off external power now. Let's get rid of the ground power from here. Right, the aircraft is clean, nothing attached to it. And let's go to documents, and before start checklist. Cockpit prep is done, barrow ref is set, ACARS is initialized, parking brakes are set, fuel on board we have verified that 9.9. Inlet B is loaded, flex temps we are not doing a flex takeoff, it will be a full manual toga. Takeoff speeds are also set, 113, 135. What else? Yeah, that's it. For start clearance we have seatbelt signs on, transponder can go to auto, and beacon lights are already on, all doors are closed. Okay, good. What I can do now is attach the tug, and let's review the final message, the final load sheet basically. PTSU, AOC, received messages, and load sheet. We'll accept that load sheet and we can go back to flight plan. Okay. Have the tug attached. Else. Oh yes, we did not get this. Our cruising altitude today is 350. I'm going to go direct to 350. There are some restrictions on the way, but we'll see how it ends up. So let me check actually what's our cruising. Yeah, we're gonna have to ignore some restrictions and get to 350 as soon as possible, but we'll see how it goes. By the way, I keep getting messages, so I got distracted. We're good. We can start pushing back. Ignition start switch can go to start, and then oh, did it not? Oh, you need to press start, not the back arrow. My bad. My bad. That is from the outside. It's so good. Look at that. Oh my god. As we're gonna go right from here and start running. Starting up. How far we should go? I think we can cross this and then stop. Okay, 2 is available, 1 can come on. By the way, whoever's in chat, please make sure you like the video, that we can have a little more reach. Okay, drop it back now. After we just turn left, and then why does it do that? Sometimes it just disconnects. Tug also goes away. I don't know. Oops. Tug is still there, but it shows that it's disconnected. There's no tug available. Stop, man. What are you doing? Good. Now it's disconnected. It was still pushing me back, even if it thought that it wasn't. one is available as well. Start switches can go back to normal. Ground spoilers can be armed now. Flaps can go to our 1 setting, which is our takeoff setting. Auto brakes can go to max. What else? Turn on the taxi lights and runway turn off lights. If you bleed can come off. You have verified all that there's no white lights. The engine has taken over. Right. Should be ready to taxi. Change our TCAS to TARA. Set the trim. Set this one to down 0.3. And we are good. Parking brakes out and start getting out of here. CPU is still available, but it will turn off in a few seconds. I still need to figure out how to set my throttle to flex position, because there's no detent there, so it's really hard to set it on flex during takeoffs. That's why I usually go manual toga, because I just haven't figured that out yet. Let's take this turn. Actually, we can go from here. Yeah, go from here. We don't need the whole runway. I'll stop here for a little bit and go through our flows real quick. Off on. Like all good. So I turned it off. I did. Let's go. After start, ground equipment is all good. Anti-ice, we don't need it today. Flaps are set. Wait, what? Did I fill in temperatures right? And thought so. CPU is off. It'll turn off now. Yellow electric pumps off. Trim set. Cabin doors all good. Cam status also check before we'll do the flight controls check. TCAS is set to TARA, departure debrief, we are good, we know what to do. Takeoff data and FMA, set that, 113, 135 on the takeoff speed. Flaps is set to config. ECAM memo, there's nothing blue here, so we are good. Takeoff runway, we have verified, we are on 01 left. Probes are on, packs are on as intended. We are good. Just do a rolling takeoff from here. Almost thought that my sim crashed. These macro stutters really scare me. Isn't the runway markings too thin on this? Okay, manual toga verified, auto throttle, RS. pilot. Ground spoilers can go to disarm position. It did not turn on the takeoff lights, but that's fine. White daylight. Lot of restrictions as you see here. Get the flaps up. Look at that. I really hope the popping and all stops after the DX11 change, but I don't really know. Not sure. We'll see as we go out here. There's still stuff popping in, so I don't know what's wrong. What I want to see is what happens at Burbank, because I have a good reference of what was happening in DX12. Like literally I couldn't see the airport. The buildings on the airports were popping in as I was coming into the approach at like 6-7 miles or something. So we'll see how it goes. I still see the problem though. Like looking at this ground here, things are still, yeah, look at that. This thing just popped in. Things are still popping in, but I'll have to watch someone else's videos and see how their sim looks and if they have the same problem or not. Probably check out V1 or simple takeoffs. Right, we're done with the turn. We are going to assume that the ATC has cleared us to 350 and go to an open climb. There you go, open climb. I don't want to waste a lot of time and then reach to 350 very late, because looking at the restrictions here, it's 10,000, lower than 10,000, and I think this one is lower than 240 if I'm not wrong. Check. Oh no, we will reach 350 before ATI, so that's good. Okay, so maybe we didn't have to open climb and we would still have made it. That's fine. Yeah, we are at 10,000, so it's going to turn off the seatbelt sign because there's not much going on. How much of a cruise do we have? Not a lot. It's very short flight. We'll reach our top of cruise here, and then top of descent is right here. Very short cruise, which is fine. I like flying these short flights, and I might go offline after this flight, but then, or I don't know. Might go offline now and then fly something short again at night, later at night, like 10 p.m. or something, EST, or we'll just continue and keep flying. Depends on what kind of interactions we have in the chat, if there's anyone. This looks good. So I think after we hit 10,000 feet, it starts looking really good. I would say this looks better than what it was on DX11, but because on DX11, up until this point, everything was fine. After that, it was all blurry. But here, I can say that things are looking a lot more crispier. But again, I want to see what happens during landing, during the landing at Burbank. Yeah, this looks a lot better than the morning flight. these hills here were not looking crisp at all. They were all blurry and blocky. It looks good now. So hopefully things are fixed. You know what I'm going to also do? Adjust my seat position. I want to see if I'm in a good position. Maybe I'm on like literally on top of. I don't know how to. Let's see. Maybe it's a zoom level or what? No, it cannot be zoom level. It's the position in. Horizontal position. No. What? Maybe height? That's how it's set up and you can't really. I wanted to go forward. Okay, we are at 18,000, so we can change our arrow setting to standard. I know there is a way. So if I connect my joystick, if I connect my not my joystick but my gamepad, I should be able to move around. But I don't have it connected right now. I'll pull it up for the next flight. Because it's fun to zoom in and take photos around the cockpit. Okay, there's nothing much to. This looks much better than the morning flight. I'm really hopeful that that whole issue is fixed. Much better. I will try to fly something else as well. Maybe we can catch up on the PMDG 737 again tomorrow or something, and try to do some VFR flights, I guess, because I do have it's my favorite just flights, A320 AIO 3. I can probably do some general aviation flying around some scenic locations. Because that's what I haven't done on my sim after the sim update 11. I need to do that, like increase the terrain LOD to 200 and just fly at some scenic location. Okay, I'm gonna go pull my gamepad out so that we can use it for the next flight, or maybe I'll just connect it right now. Okay. Got it. now I can move around the cockpit, right? There we go. There we go. I love this. Now I can move around the cockpit. Look at how good the texturing work is on this. Cannot beat this, at least during the daytime. Beautiful. I hope I can go to the default position again. See how the sound changes when you go into the cabin? Looks so good. And as you walk past the cabin, the sound will change even more. Look at that. That's right above the engine, I think. Nice. Look at that. We are in a really amazing time in flight simulation. Really amazing time. What I really want to do is lock this camera view. So what if I want to make this as a new camera view? Can I do that? Oh no. Yeah, I don't think I can do that, right? Quick view. These are all common. Oh, okay. So wait, what? The hell? Okay, now it's back to my normal view. So if I don't know the whole view system, man. Weird. Anyways, we can at least move around. At least we can move around in the cockpit. That's good. What's the weather like at Burbank? You start entering the weather information, destination information. So almost there on cruise, so I'll start entering it after we reach cruising point. But it's 10 miles visibility, so not bad. Probably unlimited visibility, clear 23 degrees. Wow, that's a 10-15 degrees difference from SFO. And then altimeter is 3004, 060 at 8 knots on the wind. So yeah, VFR weather, nothing going on. By the way, I did try Warzone yesterday, and the problem might have been my GPU not updated. GPU drivers not updated. So I went ahead and updated that. I haven't reinstalled that game. I'm really reluctant to do that, but I might reinstall and try it offline. I just want to try it once after driver update. I'd still probably be frustrated and probably delete the game, but okay, almost at cruising altitude. So our aim is to have the whole aircraft prepped for the landing before Veski, because Veski is our final waypoint, and after that we need to fly manually. So my aim is to have it all prepped up before this final turn, right? Okay, we are at cruising altitude, so let's start entering the approach data here, as in the destination data here. Our QNH is 3004. Destination QNH is 3004. Temperature outside is 23. Winds 060 at 8 knots. At 8 knots. Okay. And our transition altitude is still the same. Now, Barrow, I think our Barrow minimums are, so if I look at, hold on, RNAV approach, let's go down, RNAV Y runway 8. Yeah, it is it the right one? RNAV Y08, yep. So it is 341 feet. And we need to be at 2700. So what we'll have to enter is actually decision altitude, not the height. So it'll be 1068. 1068 is where we'll have to make a decision. If we can see the runway, we'll go ahead. If not, we'll abort. So all that is good. Arrival performance. Let's do a quick check. I think I'll have to run at least medium on the auto brake, max reversers, flaps will be at 3. Trying to think if we should go for 3 or full. Let's just go for full today. It'll be a little bit of a floater, so no, let's go for 3. Landing weight is going to be, I would safely assume it'll be 1 to, how much are we consuming at 62, and how much time do we have? So we are going to reach at 0027, we are at 54, so about, I would say 12 minutes, in about 12 minutes. Wow, that fast, huh? No, my bad. It's 27 plus 5, so that's 28, 29, 30, 31, 30, 32 minutes. Okay, my bad. And do maths. 61, 63 pounds per minute, and then we have 30 minutes. So yeah, I think I can assume our landing weight to be, let's say we burn 35 pounds per minute, multiplied by 32, so that's 1000, not much, 124. I think we'll burn up to about 124.0. That's good. Oh, there you go, enter. Manual landing, auto throttle will be on, yes. Medium brakes, and what does that give us? The runway is going to be dry. Okay, so that puts us within the, and we have some headwind also, 8 knots of headwind. So I think we'll be able to easily land. If we go low brakes, I think that's where we run into problem. I think medium should be fine. Just need to make sure that we plant it at the what are they called, 1000 footers. If we do that, we'll be fine. Okay. going to set the altitude already, so that all we have to do is just click on it to put it into open descent, or put it on the nav descent. We never copied this flight plan, but that's fine. Let's explore the FMC, what all we can find from here. What is this report? Oh, that's your position report, I guess. 47 miles from TD. I wish there was EVGA for msfs, so that you can put it on these time lapses, you know, cameras panning around and all that. You can just keep it on. I feel like flight sim should have that by default. This is something where, like, you know, you can, when you're cruising, you can just watch things. That looks really good. About that. No, literally no cloud in sight. There is some that direction. I don't know if it's snow or clouds. Looks like clouds. That's all. I want to fly to Seattle. We might do a Seattle flight today, either later today or after this one. I don't think there's a lot of people online. Might do it tonight at like 10 or 11 p.m. if more people can join. Tank fuel is done, I guess. Can we do anything about it? What do you do? Just turn on the crossfeed or what? Let me see. Good learning. Okay, yeah. So, okay, center tank is done. We don't need to do anything. Just information. I thought there was an imbalance in fuel. This is fine. Airplanes usually consume from the center tank first, right, and then from the wing tanks, so that the wings can be heavier when landing. Otherwise, wings will just have a lot more cantilever stress on them. 12 miles from TD. How do you get rid of this error though is my question. Everything is normal, it's not even an error, it's actually just a green message so that the pilot knows there's no fuel in the tank. At about 1 or 2 miles from TD, we'll just put it on nav descent so that it has some room in between to adjust for that green dot here. Doesn't have to fight and hit it. Wish the ground was a little bit darker, but then this is more realistic. If you fly in real world, things look way more washed out than it would look in games. So this is realistic, but just in terms of artistic freedom, I would have liked so we have put it on descent now because it told us to decelerate. I think we are good. We don't need more drag because the Airbus slows down quite quickly, and it has quite a bit of room and speed to increase the speed and descent if it wants to. So we don't need to really add more drag. What it would do if we add more drag is it wouldn't have to nose down so see, it's already there. You don't really need drag. Now it will pitch up a little bit and make sure that the speed stays within the limits, and also it keeps following this. This is what I meant. Hey, KTL 475 is here. What's up, man? You joined at the right time. We are descending into Burbank now. KTL is a regular viewer of our stream. Glad to have you here, man. Hopefully this landing goes well, and I'm planning to do another flight at night, maybe like 11 PM or something. And I was thinking about flying into Seattle, so let's see. We might start from SFO and go to Seattle, or I'll find some add-on to fly out of. KTL says enjoy the approach. Thanks buddy. This is by the way, just to brief you on the approach, this is the RNAV 08 approach. So it will look something like this. We are going through Rocker to RNAV. We are on the path. Our final waypoint will be Mikey, and then Mikey onwards we will be turning into Vesky. So there's Mikey, and you turn into, where did Vesky go? There you go, Vesky. You turn directly into Vesky and then -3 degree glide slope into the runway. We have to be at 2700 feet at Vesky. That's what I have put in on the AFIS here. There's no ILS. We are going to fly all manual down to the runway. It'll be fun. By the way, look, I connected my joystick, so now I can move around in the cockpit. Explore the cockpit a little more. Look at those textures. Ever seen it from this angle? So this deserves a screenshot. I'll take a screenshot of this. Maybe this one as well. That's beautiful. Yep, I agree. Looks so good. I also tried to fix the whole building pop-up thing. Maybe it was my DX12 setting that was leading to the buildings popping up and all that. But that's what we need to check at Burbank when we land. I want to see if the whole airport loads up fine, or does it load up as we descend. And because in the morning when I was flying, things were loading up when I was like 5-6 miles away from it. It didn't make sense to me. We have a pretty good rig and we shouldn't be... Oh my god, look at those restrictions. Holy. I didn't zoom in enough to realize, but there's all those restrictions. None of it is amber, I hope. Yeah, it's all clean. Able to follow all of them. I want to start doing failures and stuff on this, but first I want to master it as it is, and then we'll do failures. I'll first have to learn how to fly failures from V1 simulations, and then try to practice it on my own. By the way, I don't know if you know about it. There's this channel called V1 Simulations. Mostly flies A320. He's really good. He's a real world pilot too. And there's another channel called EasyJet Sim Pilot. Again, really good guy. It says more drag, but I think we'll be fine. Because the green dot is right here. It's not too far off. We are good. Look at that. Look at that. KTL says, yeah, he does cool. Yep, he does really good videos. In fact, he flies failures and stuff on live stream. And obviously, he knows what he's doing. Look at it from the outside a little bit. Sun looks beautiful right now. Holy shit. At night I would have turned terrain on as well, but right now it's just clutter. Let's review the destination data one more time in case it has changed. 3004 is our altimeter, so I think that's what I had put in. Not wrong. Yep, 3004. We're good. We are at 18,000. When it crosses 18, I'll start. Also, there are no PAPI lights at runway 8, so it's all visual. We'll just go by whatever, you know. We just go by what we see. There is no glide slope, there is no copy lights. 3004. Change that. And zoom in and change this one. Zoom in to this one a little bit. You believe we are still about 15 minutes out? Crazy, right? These arrivals. It looks like we are already low enough and we'll be landing in like about 5-10 minutes. But we are about going to land at 27. Yeah, 27. But still 15 minutes out. If you have to grab a coffee or something, go ahead. You won't miss the landing. Do I have Volanta on, by the way? I don't want to miss this. I don't. That I remember. Let's turn on Volanta. Don't want to miss the landing. Burbank. Wait, no, it's not. ASFO. Burbank. Oh, this was the old flight. My bad. Yeah, this was the old flight. We can end this one. It's the active one. Yeah, this is the active one. Yeah. It started from here because it didn't start Volanta early enough. Airport elevation was, I think, $778 feet, so about 4,000 there. Look at that. This is a relatively scenic flight. Can this go in American Airlines advertise? Commercial worthy screenshot. Gust here. See how the wind direction and magnitude is changing. A little bit bouncy above the mountains, which makes sense. Totally makes sense. It'd be fun to fly the Innsbruck approach with the Airbus. You want to do that? There's so many approaches that are fun. I want to fly on this plane. Can't wait. Okay, at 10,000. Belts can come on. I'll set the auto brakes to medium right away. I'm just prepping up early. I will turn off the flight director so that we don't get distracted. But I'll see how it goes. I think we should still be able to follow the RNAV information that it gives on the side here. KTL says San Diego is a cool one too. You're at the oh yes, I remember that approach. Yes, it's like you have downtown on the left while you're landing. I remember doing that on the 737. It's really good. Yeah, and if you land at the right time, like this time, it looks really good. Maybe a little bit more towards sunset, and that would be amazing. But I'm just flying real time today, because I'm not flying at night. I'm just flying real time. Maybe when we fly at night, we should also fly real time, but somewhere where there is daytime, I guess. Yeah, San Diego is a good one. We should do that one. Never knew Burbank was such a scenic approach, but looks like. Thinking what our next one should be. Actually, you know what? San Diego might be a great idea. We can just go from Burbank to San Diego on the next flight. That'll be amazing. I think I do have the San Diego. I do have the San Diego add-on on msfs. Wait, is it the final turn? No, right? No. But when you get to the actual runway part, which is like somewhere around here, it's kind of flat. It's the whole RNAV, rocker to RNAV approach, as in rocker to RNAV arrival, which is actually scenic. And then it gets flat around here. Yeah. We're living in a lucky time, man. It looks amazing right now. I remember the days when we used to fly FSX, and if you get around 25 FPS, that was gold standard, 25-30 FPS, absolute gold standard. Yeah, I'll probably pull up this screenshot someday of my laptop and the same joystick that I'm using right now, but I used to fly on my laptop with the on FSX. Still gusty out here because we are still above the mountains. Yeah, the whole west looks warm and in terms of colors, it looks warm and nice. I love flying around here. See, this is what I was talking about. The hills are now starting to get, things have started popping up. But let's see how, you see that right in front of us here? I just saw some pop-ups. Yeah, I'll have to watch someone else's stream and see if they face the same issue, or am I just We are at... let's see if it does it on its own. We are at decel point here. It should switch to approach mode. Doesn't, I'll do it right away. Did it? It did. Okay. Yeah, so here you'll see LDev and VDev this time, right? It's the RNAV approach. Yeah, I think things have popped up. It's much better than what I saw in the morning. Then we are also at 5,000 feet, so let's see. Yeah, see, buildings are still popping up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I'll check it out offline. Go flaps 1. We don't need to turn the LS because that's only for your localizer information. Here, when you're flying the RNAV approach, it shows you these pink kind of rectangles and how much deviation you have compared to your original path. Already see the runway here, see those lights? My chair up a little bit so that let's zoom in max and let's go flaps 2. I'm going to arm ground spoilers right now so that all we have to do is put the gear down and then I just fly manual from here.
2,500.
Fly manual from here. I hope I don't forget to put the gear down, that's all. Stay on the path. Flaps full now. What just happened?
$2,000.
Yeah, it's a lot better than it was in the morning, for sure. But there's still some popping going on. Put the landing gear down now. Oh, I know what happened. It just took me to flaps 1. That's what happened. I don't know what's with my button assignments. Yeah, much better, much better. Everything is loaded up already. We're on course. Still some popping up. A little higher as usual. And some crosswind.
1,000.
I think we'll catch up. We'll catch up just fine. 1,000. I'm going to descend a little more aggressively here. 14 knots crosswind. The weather literally lied to us, huh? Nice. lied to us. A fair bit of crosswind going on.
500.
Lost. Stutters, man.
100 above. 400. 300.
Stutters are killing me.
Minimum.
Okay, continue.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Worst landing ever. Did the same mistake again. Flew too high. Yeah, minus 661. Flew too high, man. And then I couldn't stop. Yeah, that, I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was 8 knots or something. But then those stutters in the end just sealed the deal. It was getting really stuttery at the end. That was a bad landing. Like outright bad landing. That is the worst landing we have done on the Phoenix. Alright, not boring you with the taxi and parking and all that. I'll see you on another flight. Let's see where we can fly. Atlanta. We probably go to. That'll be 2. I want to see where I can fly to Seattle from. Oh, you know what? San Diego, right? That's what we decided. Don't have an add-on for it, but we can still do it. We can fly from Burbank to. That's what our next flight will be. Raul says what? Yep. Trash can. Okay, I'll see you guys on the next flight. I think about 10:30, 11 p.m. EST. Thanks for joining. Bad landing, but we'll fix it on our next flight, like I always say. Alright, see you guys.